2-1 team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Winner. This is Mark Ingram, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And the Raven.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The Baltimore ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 36, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw it. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Ingram. It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Baltimore.
On 56, check 56. Switch up, switch up. Check 24, check 3, check 3. Let's go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Haskins. That'll be caught by Rodgers. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Gain of 11 on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Edwards. Fights loose. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 37-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
30. First down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarter with this Washington 7, Ravens nothing.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He gives it up. Powering his way forward. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Ravens.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 9. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Jackson on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Mark Ingram.
Touchdown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13. But it brings up 3rd.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a run with Edwards. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He'll pitch it back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 29-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That is caught inside the 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I put the Steelers on there.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Steven Sims now on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Steven Sims on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and it's third down.
And 13.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
He's made the tackle. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Justin
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Ravens 17. Washington 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
First goal at the 4-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Trent Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Nice little juke. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They run once more with Edwards. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And the Raven 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Again, it's Hill. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brought down by Fabian.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Edwards. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Damn,
and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
It will take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
At the 27-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
He was
no gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Ravens.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name. How about your respect? Get it more than when I get expecting at the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, they go to Edwards. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Ravens 28.
Nice job there.